Alright, like I said last video, we are back to where we were for the hunt at the end of that logging road with the logs across it. We're going to be walking a few miles back in there to see if we can't get anything on film of Bigfoot, any evidence. We also have this speaker here that we'll be playing howls through to see if we can't get a call. Although it might be unlikely with how thick it is, it's just worth a try. I got Gavin Vineyard here. He'll be behind the camera most of the time, but we'll be walking back there and seeing if we can't get anything on camera. So, one thing I kind of forgot to mention about where we are hunting is we're in the Rockies in Montana, and the Rockies have had probably some of the most sightings ever recorded. There's such a wide area that Bigfoot can hide in here. Like, there's most places where you would want to go, you can't get to unless you're walking hours and hours in. And it's pretty bumpy through here, but it's getting close to where we're going to start doing some calls and wood knocks. And we're still looking for evidence on the ground. The nice part about this fresh snow, it just snowed the other day. So the nice part about it is any footprint, we can easily spot and come across, and who knows, even follow something. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and find a stick here for wood knocking, and we'll get some wood knocks off. So we found down here a little pile of dead wood. And dead wood's probably one of the best woods you're going to want for it. I think, personally, the best wood I've ever used for wood knocks was actually driftwood, because it's so darn hard, it really resonates when it hits a tree. But we'll head down here and we'll see if we can't find a log of sorts. That's just rotted. All right, so we found our stick, little dead. I started finding, which I should have thought about, just the fact that so much of them are just gonna be completely rotted away, especially with the snow. And they've been laying there for who knows how long. But I was lucky enough to find this guy in there, just hard enough where we can get some pretty clean sounds out of it. And yeah. And if you notice, took my layer off, because it's actually a pretty warm night for what it has been. I mean, it's been like 10 degrees, but I mean, shoot, it feels probably 30 or something. And with all this walking around, definitely breaking a sweat. All right, so now that we got our spot, we're gonna do some wood knocks real quick and get the night started. See, I was scared that this would happen. It's too windy out right now. I'm not gonna be able to hear too much, and it's pretty thick, but we're still gonna keep going.
Okay.
Stay here for a couple more hours. So we just heard some snaps down there. Not too positive what it is, but we're gonna go down there and we're gonna see if we can't maybe see any tracks of anything that was over there. black abyss on the camera, but you can really see down in there. That's why it's so darn windy right now. But cool thing about the wind, I guess, is the fact that if he for some reason hears us, if he calls from that way, it'll come our direction. We'll keep going in there. Great area for Bigfoot to walk through. It's so darn thick in there, you just can't even see that far. Especially when they're about 25 yards, you'll see it just completely becomes a wall of shrubs. This rock right here. Bigfoot are also known to whistle back and forth to each other. They've even heard to talk, sounds of talking back and forth. But I'm going to do some whistles because if there's one close, I kind of doubt he's going to do a wood knock back. Theory on whistles actually is I would assume that he might mimic birds so he doesn't stand out as much. So I might do a couple bird whistles. All right, we got the speaker all set up. I'm gonna go ahead and hold it up. And the wind just died down. It's been blowing hard, but the wind just died down. So we're gonna get going on this real quick. And we'll see if we'll go ahead and shut off and we'll listen for a sec after it's done. Give a shot at another sound. Still a little bit windy out here, but I'm gonna go ahead and just give a couple of my own calls real quick. The next call I'll do is a call that I actually saw on Finding Bigfoot of Cliff. I don't know if you've seen him, but he kind of does like a woman scream in a way, just because Bigfoot also has been known to make probably more the female Bigfoot was known to make kind of like more like aggressive screams rather than like howls. Dude, did you freaking hear that? I'm not sure if you picked that up or not, but I believe we just got a wood knock down there. Down the ridge over there, but our flashlight's dying, and since we kind of got a little bit something, we might kind of head out of here. Now that we know he's here, we're gonna kind of come back again, maybe on the other mountaintop, because it sounded pretty far away, so maybe we can try to go on a different ridge and get closer. But for now, we're gonna start making our way out of here. So we had a pretty eventful night, as you can tell by the film. We heard what possibly might be a wood knock. I'll definitely let you guys decide if it was or not. Me personally, I believe it was, but that's not up to me, that's up to the majority. And that twig snap we also heard, we kind of went and checked it out. Didn't really find any tracks. So I'm not actually really quite sure what that was in particular, but it was still kind of fun to go in there and try to find if there was something or anything of the sort. So with all of that kind of happened tonight, I kind of feel that I'm able to say that there is definitely the Sasquatch and this area, and we're definitely not done with this area. We'll be coming back. I believe I already mentioned it, that we're going to be going to a different ridge, kind of in the direction of where that we heard that possible wood knock. So next episode we'll kind of go through another little scout, check it up, possibly use a drone for that one, and then we'll do another hunt kind of west, which is pretty interesting, like I said, because previous episode I just said that my experience was about 10 miles west, so it kind of came from the same general direction. So, you know, he might still be there, which I would be surprising, so it could be a different one because they don't like to stick around too much, but maybe there's a pretty standard trail that they like to walk across. And yeah, so tune in next episode. We'll get going on that hunt.